How's it going, guys? I'm Robert from Machado Visuals, and today we're taking a look at the Hollyland Solidcom C1 headsets. I've used Eartecs for years, and they've basically become an industry standard for camera teams, and you can find them on pretty much any set, so I was really interested in examining what makes the new C1s a little bit different. So these are a bit different from your standard radios that you'd find on a typical set because these are based on a full-duplex system, meaning that you have the ability to talk and listen to other people at the same time, unlike UHF radios where only one person can talk at a time. It uses the same standard as cordless phones and operate in the 1900 megahertz frequency range. These headsets are actually really handy because they're hands-free, so you can continue working as opposed to using a surveillance with traditional radios. They're also really low-key, and you can link up to 6 headsets without having to set up a base station. Oftentimes, I'll have people setting up gear or lights in another room, and being on comms makes it really easy to stay in constant communication so everyone is on the same page. And even if everyone is in the same room, it's nice not having to yell over the set. In terms of audio quality, they basically sound like a cordless phone. They're a little bit clearer than the Eartecs, so it's a bit easier to understand whoever's talking, and they claim a 1,000-foot range, so I got a few friends together to put that to the test.
Alright, so here we go. We'll do a little range testy poo. This is about 100 right here. Alright, no issues, easy.
Yeah, I would hope so.
This is 200, easy. This is 500. Yeah?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Good?
Alright, this is 600. Good?
Yeah, pretty good.
Alright, moving on.
Wind is really picking up though.
Yep.
I'm gonna zoom in on you guys. Way down there.
And this is 800.
I can't even see you guys anymore.
It's still
But
clear.
I can still hear you.
800's good. Moving on. And this is 1,000.
Easy.
Let's keep going. Yeah, let's do it.
Why not?
This is 1,100 right here. Pretty good. This is 1,200.
Money.
1,300.
Still good. I can like just barely see you guys now.
Yeah. Pretty much at the end of the road here. This is 1,400.
Still good.
Good? 1,400, yep.
Yeah, and nothing's really cutting out either.
Yeah, it's pretty good. This is 1,500 feet. And this is almost at pretty much the end of the road. Maybe.
Oh, it's getting bad.
Is it bad?
Yeah, I think it's actually when Tyler's passing in front of you.
Seriously? So tell me.
Oh, I'm getting like every other word now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad. Test, 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 test.
Yeah, hello, hello, hello.
Hello?
Hello?
I'm like just barely getting you.
We're
Don't know what you just said.
So that was it. That was like 1,500 feet, basically.
Yeah, that's definitely the limit right there. I guess if you're this far away from your the rest of your production,
You should probably move.
yeah, or just give them a call or something. That was not too bad, honestly. 1,500 feet, that's crazy.
That's pretty good.
All right, now I want to get into the nitty-gritty. I want to start out with some of the things I really like about the C1 system, starting off with a simple status light on the microphone so you can see whether your headset is connected or if the battery is low. I really enjoy the Eartecs for its simplicity, but it's almost a bit too simple. With the Eartecs, if you disconnect from the master unit or if your battery's low, it'll just start beeping at you, which could mean multiple things. So I really like being able to visually see the headset status on the C1. Going off that visual motif, the master and slave headsets are clearly marked on the side with color, which makes it really easy to grab and distribute the correct headsets. The Eartecs are labeled as well, but only with small text, so it takes a bit more time checking each headset before I hand them out. It sounds like a really insignificant improvement, but those seconds really do add up, and I'm for anything that saves me time on set. Another huge plus is a simple power switch. It's such a silly thing to be happy about, but I can't tell you how many times my Eartecs have died because people just don't turn them off since the power button is located behind the boom arm in the muted position. The only Eartec that has a power switch is the master headset, which I never understood. Being able to quickly and easily access something as simple as a power switch really improves the ergonomics tenfold. The 4 headset kit comes with 8 batteries, which is really nice because you can always have one constantly charging with the included 8-bay charger, and battery life is what you'd normally expect. The master headset nets you around 5 hours of operation, and the remote headsets will last you around 10 hours. Another thing I really like about the Hollyland C1s are that you actually have a little bit of side tone when speaking into the headset, meaning that you can actually hear your own voice to indicate how loud you're speaking and that your mic is properly working. Also, it's pretty helpful knowing if you're just straight breathing into the mic. And that leads me to the biggest pro, but also the biggest con with these headsets, and that is that the mics are ultra sensitive and pick up just about everything. It's really hard not to breathe right into the mic, and it picks up a ton of background noise, so you have to be really diligent about muting yourself if you're not actively speaking. The Eartecs, on the other hand, have excellent noise cancellation and are tremendous at removing unwanted noise. I actually use them all the time when I'm cruising on my one wheel with friends, and there's little to no wind noise.
Yeah, so these Eartecs sound pretty good.
I feel like I'm going pretty full speed. Eartecs are the, like, old but gold.
Old but gold.
Old but gold. Alright, so we've had a lot of interesting over-unders lately. The Kentucky Derby, the Canelo fight. Now, what's the over-under on if Nick eats shit or not? On one of the one wheels.
It's like 100% guaranteed.
Alright, well.
It's like as guaranteed as the wind is in Vegas.
Alright, well, it's your turn, Nick.
Yep, just go ahead, step on. You stepped on it backwards, though.
See? Every f***ing time, dude.
Alright, Nick, well, now we need you to fall on.
I put on white shoes, and I was like, they're going to make me ride this f***ing one wheel, and I'm going to f*** up my shoes somehow.
Not the kicks.
Look at the sock, too. Damn, bro.
Dude, it's a rough life out there.
All for the content, right? Subscribe to my Patreon.
I mean, this is not too bad with the wind. I mean, I feel like I'm going pretty up. Well, there we go.
It's fine. Doesn't pass the gum chewing test, though.
Yeah, it doesn't pass the gum chewing test, but you can hear a little bit of wind noise.
Just a touch. Honestly, it's not as bad as I anticipated it being, and
I mean, compared to
Going pretty
Eartecs,
Here to the Eartecs, it was like crystal clear this whole time.
compared to Eartecs, like nothing. These still aren't that bad.
Well, I would say the only thing I would change is just being able to adjust the noise cancellation. Turn down the wind, turn down the music. Somebody's not as diligent about shutting their mic off, which I always am not. But other than that, I think they're pretty sweet.
So although the Hollyland C1 is much more sensitive, this actually might be the biggest selling point of these headsets. Because they're more sensitive, you're actually able to whisper right into the mic at super low levels without being heard by audio department because the noise gate is much lower. This is particularly helpful during takes where you don't want to become a distraction, but also need to communicate with your crew. If I'm on a project with multiple cameras, I can stand next to the monitor while we're recording and give notes to my operator during the take.
Like even when if she starts a question, like how you do that reveal, from right there.
This is huge for me because with the Eartecs, there was always a minimum speaking volume I needed to be at, and that was usually too loud for recorded takes. All right, now for some of the things that I think could use some improvement with the C1. Because the mics pick up a lot of ambient noise, if you're shooting in a really loud environment, chances are it'll be pretty difficult to hear or understand anything. For these situations, I also like having the dual headset option that the Eartec has to further block out the outside world. It's also a bit difficult to adjust your volume level in the muted position since the microphone arm covers the buttons. Speaking of buttons, it would be cool to utilize the A and B buttons on the side to dial in the noise gate and increase the noise cancellation. I'm not sure if that's possible with a future firmware update, but it would be pretty sweet. Right now, those buttons are just currently only used for pairing and using the optional hub. So for the million-dollar question, which one would I choose? As much as I love the noise cancellation on the Eartecs, I honestly might have to go with the Hollyland for its subtlety. For me, being able to directly communicate with key crew members while the camera is rolling is much more preferable and valuable to having better noise cancellation. But that's just my preference, and you might have your own, and that's cool too. If someone's breathing into the mic, that's an easy fix, but being able to give notes to an operator mid-take, that's the good stuff. Plus, it's dog friendly. Hopefully this video is helpful in some way. I'd recommend this set to smaller camera crews that need real-time communication over shorter distances. These headsets are also super practical for live events or dock crews because, again, communication is key. I use duplex systems all the time to quickly call out lens changes or when I'm fine-tuning a position of a light. They're just super handy to have. It's also kind of nice having a more private set of comms that are separate from the general radios that the rest of the crew is on. If you have any questions on this system, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.